Glenn, thank you for that live report. News of these arrests caught the attention of many here in Western Mass who've themselves fallen victim to catalytic converter thefts. Western Mass News reporter Maria Wilson continues our team coverage tonight after checking in with one local bakery recently targeted. Maria.
Chris, Serrato's pastry shop here in West Springfield fell victim to that same expensive act of vandalism, an incident that staff tells me took an emotional and financial toll on the business. 7 individuals, all from Western Mass, charged in federal court in connection with a large-scale catalytic converter theft scheme. And while the theft here at Serrato's pastry shop was not part of that regional scheme, the bakery's manager, Todd Conway, shared with us his reaction to the news.
I guess it's a little much larger than we expected it to be, but that's pretty impressive that they were able to track everybody down and get it done. I always put my faith in the police doing their due diligence. It might not happen today, but in the future, it's always like karma.
Conway says the police still haven't been able to identify who stole their delivery truck's catalytic converter, but he says this recent bust gives him hope that investigators will be able to find who is responsible. And while their truck is back up and running, Conway tells me that him and other staff are still live in fear that this incident might happen to them again. Reporting live in West Springfield, Maria Wilson, Western Mass News.